All right, so last time we left off, you guys had talked to the Dark Dryad in the tree, and Jessica or Vera had made a deal with the Dark Dryad to get information, more or less. You found out that possibly what you're dealing with is something called a purple musk plant that leaves behind some type of kind of icky gooey stuff that will cause insanity if indigested enough, which could explain a couple things in the town. You also met the wonderful forest giant, upon which she was very, very wary of all of you, and it took a while for her to actually come and talk to you guys, but once she did, you guys made conversation, and she was actually the person who informed you about this Dark Dryad. And you guys had come to find out that the half-orc had been hanging out with her, obviously, but that doesn't really help the situation because the town probably wouldn't take too kindly to knowing about that anyways. So, let's pick up where we left off.
Fuck.
I mean, it could be worse.
It could be. I just wish we had a heal check sometimes.
Wait, what? Oh, like that way we had the ability to do that.
We do, in the town.
Fair. Yeah, that would be helpful.
Or knowledge arcane, or like any of the basic fucking staple.
Or-
We have
we
knowledge
have-
arcane though, right? Just not spellcraft.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have the spell craft.
Yeah, our
The
fighter
fighter.
has spellcraft.
Motherfucker.
We
Wonderful.
have one spellcraft.
Beautiful.
Baby spellcraft.
So we should probably get back to town sooner rather than later. We've been out here for
Yeah,
a
no,
while.
I'd agree. We could head back and then
3-hour trip, so
Yeah. So we'd say farewell and let her know, like, we're not going to tell the town about you. We'll make sure to keep your secret. We're trying to get her friend out as soon as possible. It just might take a couple days. But hopefully once everyone's wizened up and not being drugged by the well water, hopefully they'll see reason a little bit more.
Yondale just tells you, like, well, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope my friend gets out.
We'll do our absolute best.
She nods, and she begins to pick up her stuff and starts to head back into the forest.
All right. I guess we get going ourselves.
I also have the evil dryad's name.
I got that.
We need it. Cool.
Wait, what's the evil dryad's name again?
Ayana.
Ayana. So we head back into town.
All right, so on your trek back into town, Ezra, will you roll me? Actually, you know what, Brina, you roll me a D100.
Haha.
Hey,
If there's-
I'm fine not being the first roll of the night.
Fair.
Am I adding anything to the roll?
No, it's just a D100.
31.
All right, you guys get there, no problem. Takes you, I think before it took you a couple hours, right?
3,
Yeah.
I believe.
Following the signs that we were told to find.
Yeah, once we first found them.
Yeah, 3-hour trip one way.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so you guys get back to Woodguard. The guards that had let you out before see that you're back, and they hail you in. They open the gate. You guys walk right in, no problem.
Cool. So I look over at Bosgrim. So should we see the heat? What time of day is it, real quick?
It's getting pretty late.
It's
Because
getting
I think you
really late.
guys got there at like 3 or something like that, or
Yeah, and
was it later?
We left a little bit before noon, so it's probably like 5, 6.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
starting to get nightfall.
Yeah, because we prepped a couple of barrels of water for him. So what did we? I know we purposely did that.
Of well water.
No, we
Well,
made
no.
water and
Made
Oh,
water,
good.
I
Okay.
purified the well water that we did last night.
and then also created water. Where did
Did
we?
we ever pick up the ones that were being made for the night?
Yeah, yeah. That's
did,
why we
okay.
left a little later in the morning.
Yeah,
because we were
'cause
waiting for them to finish.
they finished making those. You guys brought them.
Yeah.
So yeah, should we still go see the head medic tonight?
Yes. We should also, if Leovar wants to go, inform the guard captain and our
Leo-
orc friend
Leo Varkon goes, "What do you want me to say?"
that, hey, we know there is something that might be causing insanity, and then whatever you want to say to the orc between the two of you, you know how to be subtle.
He kind of goes like, I don't know if I want to go tell the guards that these people might be slightly insane. What's that gonna do?
We might just want to say that the well waters, like, the tainting of the well water is worse than we had previously thought. We need to stop drinking well water, and, like, everyone who can, just boil it. Like, it needs to be boiled, or we need to drink the purified water that we've provided. Like,
yeah.
only mention what it's actually doing to the head medic and the interim mayor, but keep it on the down low from the populace as a whole.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Because if they're already insane, then
That's not
Trying to get
going
my
do
water,
much.
man.
I was just also told that, like, the head guard and the guards themselves had their own purified water supply pulled set aside.
Levar kind of goes like, I mean, I can. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. I don't know what to tell them. Like, hey,
Ask if what water they've been giving their prisoners and see if they've been, I don't know, exhibiting any symptoms.
okay.
Because if they're drinking out of the guard supply, well, it might make sense that he's doing fine, because he seemed fine when we talked to him, but... Or
Yeah.
no, I didn't actually talk to him, but details.
Yeah,
He-
Levar kind of goes like, yeah, no, he seemed fine. A little frustrated, but I mean, he wouldn't be.
yeah,
Yeah,
rightfully so.
find out what I'm trying to say is essentially we need to find out the extent of the problem, because there might be magic that can help deal with it.
Maybe. Levar just kind of shrugs. He goes, "That ain't my department."
Yeah, I'm trying to find out how bad it is, and then if we can find out if we can create an anti-poison or something magical that we can help deal with some of this, to how much we would need. Because if
You
it's
see
the
what-
entire populace, that's going to be problematic.
Just see if you can gather some information about.
Not my strong suit.
No. It's. I can.
I can attempt to. If you just want to gather general information, that's something I can do.
I mean,
And if you want to do that, Gar, Vera and Vera can go deal with the mayor and that, and I can go inform the medic.
okay. I'm fine with that.
Levar just shrugs. All right, I'll go talk to the guards right now. I'll be back.
And I guess meet up at the well when we're all available.
Yep.
Yeah. So Leovar heads off to the guards. Vera and Thera head off to the mayor's. Well, stand-in mayors. And Ezra or Basgrim will head
Before we go,
Genetics.
I get the piece of the plant that Jess had.
Right. Yeah, I hand that over.
And you're gonna go gather information.
Yeah.
Okay. And
About
John will.
who's like what water they're given to who and
Who are you gonna go talk to? The town?
yeah, I'll go. So I'll go with Leovar because Leovar's gonna specifically talk to like
The guards.
the guards and stuff. But like I'll go to, I guess, do the talking.
He can talk to guards. He's just not gather information.
Yeah.
You
that-
can
that-
gather information.
yeah.
He can just discuss with them.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start off with Leovar and John. So when you get to the guard's office, Leovar just kind of like waves at the guards. The guards just kind of let him in, you know. And he's just like, I just want to talk to the prisoner real quick. And they're just like, really taking a liking to this one, huh? And he just kind of goes like, he's a good talk. And he walks to the back. When you get to the back, you can see that there's the half-orc that you've been told about sitting in a cell. He's not even sitting, he's like laying down, kind of. Just the aura of the cell just gives off like that this guy's frustrated. Like he's just laying
It's
there.
annoyance.
Yeah. And Leovar takes like a stool that's just sitting there and sits down and just kind of goes, hey, how's it going? And that half-orc just kind of like looks over and just kind of goes, oh, good. My only good company. And he sits up. Kind of goes, I want to introduce you to,
I think I met him though.
did you?
Yeah, I think it was.
I did.
Yeah, you met him. I think I was with you.
When?
I thought you weren't.
So I'm trying to remember.
I think Vera's the only other one.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Never mind.
He kind of goes, yeah, I wanted you to meet another friend of mine. He looks over and just kind of goes,
I just waved like, "Hello, how's it going?"
just kind of like, he gives like a slight nod and wave at the same time, but it's very like,
Like, yeah, okay.
yeah, like whatever.
Yeah. So we found out some stuff, and we're gonna try to get a little bit more details because we think the water's kind of bad. That's the main stick of it.
He looks at you and just kind of goes, the water's bad.
Yeah. There's a bunch of
Which water?
it's from the whale.
Oh.
I don't know what water you've been drinking.
He just points to like this little bucket and
Yeah.
he's like, whatever they give me.
Does it look dirty?
No, it's actually clean.
Oh.
Like even from here, it's like
Yeah.
a metal. It's not wooden. It's actually like metal, and you can see that it. I mean, like it's not pristine.
Yeah, but it
it's-
doesn't look like the bucket we pull out of the well.
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean that at least looks better than the stuff that we pull out of the well. So hooray! You're not.
He goes, "Woo, lucky me."
Yeah, but we think that might be why some people have been acting kind of weird
He just kind of
and
begrudgingly
dumb.
Just kind of goes like, "Sure,
So yeah,
I'm glad to hear it."
yeah. And then we talked with your friend out there. So
He just kind of looks at you and just kind of goes. You see his eyes just kind of like widen. And he just kind of goes like, he shakes his head like as.
yeah, because there's nobody around in
No, there is.
here.
there's a guard.
Yes.
Oh, I thought last time when we discussed going in here. So never mind. I wouldn't have said that.
Okay.
There's a guard in here. But yeah. So that's what we were able to find out. But yeah, I'm gonna go talk and ask around and see what's happening with, I guess, water and who's getting what water.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. Hopefully things get better. We're trying to make things better for you.
He just lays back down. Levar kind of goes like, he's a nice guy once you get him talking. All right, guard, we're done. And you guys walk back out. When you get to the front, the guard captain is standing there. And she kind of looks at you guys and kind of goes, I noticed that you guys have been seeing him a lot. Is there a particular reason for that? Not that I really mind, but just more curious than anything.
I did talk to her before.
You did?
Yes, Vera spoke with her and was like, "Hey, so why is he in here? Oh, he had complaints
No,
lodged
I know
against
that,
him.
but
And Vera
guys
told her that they were gonna try to get his freedom.
oh yeah. My apologies.
No, I just wanted to check in.
Yeah, no, I totally forgot about that. So she just kind of goes like, "Who's the little one?"
Garter Squatter John.
She shakes your hand.
Yeah, I'm just another one of our group that's trying to get to the bottom of all the junk in the town, more or less. But
She kind of goes, "Well, I appreciate that. We can use all the help that we can get."
yeah, so really the big thing that we found out is that the well water ain't that great.
What do you
So
mean?
what we suspected, all that like slime that's on it, if you like look at the buckets that you pulled up, it's actually like some plant that, when ingested after a while, can kind of mess with you unless you boil it. So that's why some people are doing a little bit better than others.
Oh, that's not good.
So I don't know where you guys get your water from.
The guards have their own supply. We have a small reservoir that we keep on tap for the guards.
Okay, so that
But
might be
it's,
why.
It's separate from the well. It only gets filled every couple weeks.
Yeah, so that'd be something that we're gonna have some of the group go tell the interim mayor about that, so we can maybe continue. We're already worried about the water, anyways. That's why we pulled up a bunch of barrels and purified it for the town people.
Okay.
But
I'll send a couple I'll send a couple guards to stand at the well and see if we can't get a couple barrels so we can distribute water that way
yeah,
to help the issue.
yeah. Supposedly, as long as it's boiled, it's better. Supposedly, I don't know if that's true or not, but
I'll do what I can about
Yeah.
passing around that information.
yeah, because if we can, that'd be better for everybody. And then we're gonna try to fix the well problem in general.
Remind them we got 6 purified barrels already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we already had got some purified water out, so I don't know how much of the town's already gone through that, but hopefully it's not.
I'll check in on that, and
Yeah.
like I said, I'll make sure that we don't pull up any water, and if we do, we'll boil it first.
Okay, sounds fantastic. Yeah, that's the main thing that we wanted to come and let you know.
Okay, thank you. And she goes straight back to work.
Then I guess I head back.
All right.
That's all we really needed to do.
So, did you want to gather information in the town?
Yeah, I guess, so I'll go around talking to people, be like, oh, where'd you get your water from? Have you been cleaning it or whatever?
Okay. Go ahead and roll a gather information check. Hold that, the result, however, and I'm going to switch over to...
Okay, doke.
I forgot, you also had to make a blanket for the stupid Nixie.
Yes,
Yes.
in order to get
Yep.
the Nixie did.
embroidered the word soldier on it.
Yeah. That was pretty funny.
I needed to go get another blanket. While I'm out doing my gather information, can I get a blanket? Since I'm going around town.
Sure.
Okay.
We'll say it costs... A shitty blanket will cost you, like...
It was a winter blanket.
I think a winter blanket's like 3 silver?
Yeah, whatever it is in the book.
Yeah, whatever it is in
Okay.
the book, go ahead and do that. Did we have a name for the guard camp? I have so many notes I'm trying to go through.
No idea.
I do not have them on me. If I had written down her name, it would have been on my character sheet. Wherever that
Character
is.
sheet.
I don't know. It's supposed to be with this book.
Where's your character sheet?
Yeah. Well, I am now
Where's
using.
your character sheet?
Here.
It's
I'm
not a
glad that I.
It's not a character sheet.
What do you?
Not
What,
a character
what do you
sheet.
call this? What do you call
No.
that?
No.
That's how Ezra's is right now.
Looks
Yeah.
at Adobe.
I can't punish Ezra because he's long
I
range.
have. Oh, it's all blurry.
Like, any gestures you guys are making at us, at the camera, are fucking useless.
Oh, it's that bad. Well, that is just being weird.
Can you see that?
Jess doesn't have a face. She has a blob that moves.
I mean, it is really bad. I mean, we can. That's the one we can see, like how detailed it is, being not very detailed.
Look at that. I found it in 30 seconds.
I don't think we can, because I believe I've tried running 2 instances of Discord at the same time, and it just doesn't work.
Okay. So,
Usually
No, I
don't.
do not have her name.
If you wanted to do like a virtual desktop, you could probably do it that way, but
Fair.
okay.
that's
So
a lot.
you go to gather information. Now let's jump over to Vera and Thera. So you guys head to the stand-in mayor's house.
And her name was...
I'm looking for it right now.
Okay.
I have so many freaking notes.
Yeah. That was half also for Ez if he happens to find it too.
Wait, what?
The acting mayor's
Oh,
name?
female guard
Oh,
captain
Clanson.
rule.
Clanson.
Clanson is the acting mayor.
Old mayor's name is what?
Bronca.
Okay, cool. I have that now. And what was the guard captain's name?
Rule. So then my first
Ruel?
note. Yeah, it was Ruil. All right, so
Yep.
you guys get to the mayor's house. You go up the nice walkway, see all the nice gardening stuff and all that other fun frilly stuff that is very expensive for this area. Get to the house, open up the doors, you get let in by the butler, or kind of like a guard now, more or less. And she seems happy to see you.
Okay. I just kind of give her a wave.
She kind of goes, "What can I help you with today?"
Is just like the guard around? Is anyone else around?
Just the butler guard, whatever that thing is.
Butler guard. I'm just picturing like a set of like full plate armor with like a bow tie, like attached to.
It's
The
a
armor.
magnet.
Yes, exactly. Or painted on.
I like the magnet more. I need to be professional.
True.
And the magnet is painted on, but like the whole suit V is painted onto the armor.
I would just ask, do you mind if we have an audience quickly just between us and you?
Sure. She kind of waves out, and I mean, he goes as far away as he can.
Yeah.
It's not like she goes, "Do we need more?"
It's okay. It's just we discovered in the forest on the other side of the well where the well water may come out of, we discovered a plant, and it's called purple musk, and it's
I've never heard of it.
it's what's poisoning the water, and
Water's poisoned.
the well water,
Okay.
and it wasn't.
I remember you told me there was something weird about the water, but I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was.
We didn't know it was that bad either. We have another one of our party members talking to the healer as well, the head medic, to inform him how not ideal the situation is. But it also might be what's potentially causing some discomfort and other things with the town itself. Some of the symptoms of this poisoning, they do build over time. The more water you drink over a longer period of time, the worse the symptoms get. It does cause a disruption of the mind, leading some people eventually to potentially go insane. So it causes scattered thoughts. It causes...
That's not good at all.
Especially not in the situation that you guys are in.
No, I would say not.
So we prepared, before we left earlier today, we prepared 6 barrels of purified water
I was
to
told
distribute.
about that. It's already being distributed, but
Good.
6 barrels, you think it would last a long time, but with a...
Not with the whole town.
It goes very fast.
If I may add, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no, go for it.
Has anyone turned missing recently in the town?
I wouldn't know that. You would have to talk to the guards. They would have a better idea. Or, honestly, if you really want to know, I would go talk to the local church. They receive more of that sort of inquiries than anybody else.
Okay.
Because if I recall correctly, our source says that this plant can also raise the undead. That is one thing we must keep in mind. If it goes on too long, we're going to have more than an orc issue.
Well, we certainly can't afford to do that. I suggest go to the local temple and talk to them. They'll have a better idea if there's any missing person reports. But
Where would that be located at?
it's not far from here. You'll just travel kind of towards the wall on the north and follow it there. You'll see it.
Okay. We also have another one of our party members going to speak to the guards, just to let them know that we should avoid drinking the water as much as possible, or at least boil it before it's used.
Okay.
So hopefully,
I'll see what I can do, but the problem that will come in... The water that you supplied will go very fast.
yes.
So, and that doesn't even account for the horses that we also need to trough. So,
Understandable. We'll do everything we can. We do plan to go down into the well to see if we can't.
before you do that, make sure that you talk to your friend, the halfling.
Okay. Yes.
She should probably be informed of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the liaison between you two. Whatever bad blood that you two have, please bury it.
Understandable. I'll make sure to talk to her myself. That way we don't have any guff. So.
I'd appreciate it.
Do you know where she is? Is she back at the inn or with the soldiers?
She's staying upstairs.
Okay.
So-
Okay. I kind of like look over at Thera. Do you mind if I go talk to her now?
Be my guest.
I'll go ahead and I'll talk to her now just so that she's informed.
Okay.
So,
I'd appreciate that.
yeah. So I'll go do that. Our favorite person.
She should be your favorite person.
Hey, she brought a bunch of soldiers that we were hesitant about, but I mean, that are turning out to be very handy. And I like the soldiers, so. Party with the soldiers. Many books.
But yeah, if memory serves correctly from last time, from the Dryad said something about it dealing with bringing back the undead. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Now that you
I
said that, I
completely forgot
do.
about that.
Yeah, I remember that now, but I had also completely forgot about that. So thank you, Brina, for filling in where we're all forgetting, because all of us forgot. And that's a very, very important
You know
part
who
of it.
didn't forget?
You?
I didn't forget.
Yeah, but you're not going to tell us everything.
Absolutely not.
You're the one running the monsters. Of course you didn't forget.
But at least now we can have extra guards, protecting the water source so nobody tries to yeet themselves if they're too far gone.
I'm just picturing like villagers just like almost Spartan kicking themselves off like the well into the well. I'm just like, oh my god. Yeah. So
Right.
that'll be good.
So you go up to talk to her?
Yeah.
Right.
And I assume if there's like a door that she's behind, I knock.
The butler shows you where it's at. And
Perfect.
just gives you like the door.
What was her
And-
name again? I'm writing it all down now.
Leo Rill.
Oh, I did have that written down. I get so confused. And what do we keep calling her? She's a bookkeeper, essentially.
Cataloger
Scribe. Cataloger.
Yeah, cataloger, I think is the...
is her official term.
Perfect. Thank you. So yeah, I'd kind of like give a little of a bow and Leorel, do you mind if...
Oh, you have to knock on her door.
Oh, I knock.
You just hear from inside. What?
It's Vera. Do you mind if we speak rather quickly?
You just hear kind of like a sigh and just the pitter patter of feet come over and she
It's
opens up the door. She
just
kind of goes
me.
like, "How can I help you?"
I apologize for the previous outburst before.
It's fine.
I just wanted to let you know I informed the acting mayor, but we discovered that the well water, besides just being funny, it's actually being poisoned by a plant called a purple musk plant.
She stops for a second. She goes to her book, writes down a couple things.
Yeah.
What else do you know about it? She's like sitting
Yeah.
in her room now
Yeah.
with the book and like on a desk.
So its effects increase the longer that one is exposed to it. So it gets worse over time, and the more you ingest.
The poison's in the water.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why if I don't expect you to have pulled up, but we actually pulled up some of the well water, and you can tell just by looking at it, it looks bad, and smells bad.
That's bad.
But it also, I cannot. Thera, are you here, or did you opt to stay back down?
She stayed back down.
Okay. Okay.
I could just hear you.
Fair. Thank you. But it also potentially causes the raising of the dead.
Raising of the dead by plants?
Yeah. I've only heard tales of it. I've never seen it in action. But we plan to go down into the well in a little bit once we try to get people to stop drinking the water, or at least boiling it, to try to cure the issue at its source. Because it would...
Smart move. She
It
continues writing.
essentially, we would just need to kill the plant where it's sourcing from, which is probably the tunnels of the well water. So,
She kind of goes, "That's a good plan. I agree with that."
we are informing only you, the mayor, and the head medic of what exactly this poison causes. We're trying to keep it more just, it's bad water, it's poison, for the general populace. That way people don't panic too much.
That's fair enough.
If it gets out, it gets out, but just if it's already affecting some people, I don't want it to get even worse. So, hopefully tonight the issue will have resolved, but it'll help at least one aspect.
Okay.
Do you know, I know the...
She closes her book.
Okay. I know the orc attacks have been happening from what we've been managing to gather more during the night along the northeast side.
Yes, they have.
Are the soldiers going to be able to help with that enough? I plan to check in as soon as we come back out. I just don't know how long it's going to take.
Considering that from all the information that I've gathered so far, that they only have about 20 good guards on a good day, and half of those are in the infirmary with injuries or wounds that they will probably never be able to fight with again. I'm assuming that 20 actually well-trained soldiers with gear and
Training?
and ironically good training at that for what we're dealing with will be okay.
Okay.
You're damn lucky that you actually brought these soldiers.
I do agree. I'm grateful that you guys have come along, even though...
I don't think you understand what type of soldiers that you have. These are actually very well-trained soldiers. These are soldiers that will put up a very, very good fight.
From the little that I've seen, it very much looked like it on the road.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate you all being here.
We should probably be fine, unless it's an orc army of quite a magnitude. But in that case, this town should already be burning.
That's true.
We should be fine for one night.
Okay. I'll let you know as soon as I'm back what we find. Hopefully we can just fix the problem today.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you. Were you able to find out anything else that might be helpful for what we're doing? Or not so much?
With the well?
Not with the well, but just overall. We discovered they locked up the blacksmith because he's a half-orc.
Yeah, I've already looked into that matter. There's nothing to be done for that.
Yeah. We were hopeful. We were wanting to...
Can you blame them?
No, not at all. Like, I understand.
Especially with what you're telling me. Like, these people are scared for a damn good reason.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, we were hoping to get him out just to help repair things, but as is, like you said, it's damn lucky that you guys came with us because the guards, in their condition and with their weapons and armor, couldn't do much.
No.
So, all right, I'll go ahead and take my leave and see you soon.
Do me a favor. She takes out like a kind of like a thick jar. She kind of goes and gives it to you. And just kind of goes, fill that up with something of the plant. If you can find like a core or a seed or anything else of that notion, I would like to take it back to the Mage College so it can be studied.
Okay, understood. I will do my best. If all else fails, I do know we did get a small vine.
You're gonna go find a whole bunch of it.
That's fair.
Like I said, if you can find a core or seed or anything that's like major, get it in there, and maybe the mages back at the Mage College can figure out what's going on with it.
Okay.
Or what it is exactly.
The dryad seed in there.
Just stuff the dryad in there. Here, have a
would
dark
die.
dryad. I know.
It would just be a stick.
Yeah, and I'd die. But okay. Thank you, Leoriel. We'll see you soon. Have a good night.
Yep. Good night.
And I go and depart.
She shuts the door.
Cool. At least she's amiable enough. I head down Clecthera, head to the well, I guess, right? Wait, no. Church.
Yeah, you wanted to go to the church first.
Take me to church. Sorry. Oh, God.
Very churchy music.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that one terrible pop song.
All pop songs are terrible. We just put up with it.
You love pop songs.
I
please.
do, and they're all terrible in their own way.
Fair. So yeah, we head to the church to ask about any missing people right there.
Any missing people or any dead bodies that have gone missing. Any cadavers.
Got it.
Don't know how fresh they have to be, or if it's like... If it's dead, it's dead. Just, I know it's just bodies.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm writing down notes to make sure I write down notes and remember names and remember the items on my character. Are you good?
Yeah, no, I'm
Because
good.
we are going to the church.
Yeah.
We enter the church.
All right, so, well, you don't enter the church.
Okay.
You walk to the church, and on your way walking to the church, you see that this church is mostly made of wood. However, you also notice that this church seems to have a lot of elven decor on it, and there seems to be some, like, a lot of craftsmanship went into this. Like, that's very apparent. However, when you get closer to the church, you see that there are two, I wouldn't say large, but smaller wooden figurines that have obviously gotten a lot of care, and a lot of care and maintenance goes into these two wooden figurines. One of them is made of ash wood, so it's like a light white wood, and the other one is made out of a very dark brown wood. You're not sure exactly what it is. However, one appears to be kind of like of this humanoid lion, and the other one appears to be of this bird-like humanoid female. And as you walk up to the doors are wide open, and there is a elven man standing out front who's in brown robes with some very colorful, like a very colorful rope belt that you notice has at least 4 or 5 different colors in it. And he has feathers dangling off the belt. And he has a mug in one hand, and he's talking to some people, he's drinking a little bit, and he's laughing very loud. And next to him, there's a female dwarf that is also in the same garb, and she has an ale thing, and they're just kind of like joyously laughing, talking to a couple people.
Do I recognize any of this? No, I don't have knowledge religion.
I'm
Roll
confused by
D20.
this religion too.
I'm like, what's happening?
What kind of religious bird?
And it's a female bird thing, right?
Yeah, it's a female bird thing and a more male lion thing.
Okay. I rolled a 13.
Ooh.
It's scratching at the back of my brain, but I don't know.
You feel like you've seen this somewhere before. Not very often, but you've definitely heard of. You recognize these.
Yeah. Okay. I just like, before we get too close, I like turn to Thera and I like lean down. Do you know what's going on?
It looks like the priests are having a good time, but I do not recognize this religion.
Okay. I don't either.
I think they drank their community wine.
Yeah, and they're very colorful. And I just kind of like, I guess I'll go forward. I'll head in and I'll kind of give away.
So they're like on the steps. Like
On
there's
the,
just
like,
there's just a couple of steps.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a huge temple. This is pretty
Okay.
small. But there's like a couple of steps, and then like the temple doors are open, and you can see inside. But again, it's nothing like lavish. The outside's actually probably nicer than the inside. But yeah, they're just standing at the front. There's a couple of what looks to be probably villagers talking with them, and they walk off, and then they just kind of stand there and clink their cups and drink a little bit and seem to be joyously talking amongst one another.
This is so strange. I'll walk up to them and kind of like, hey, old friends.
They look at each other, look at you, and look at your friend, and they go, hey, we're all peas. The elf kind of goes like, we're all peas in a pod, elf.
That it does seem.
Yeah.
That it does seem.
Kind of
Are
goes,
they
it's always good to
drunk?
see. It's always good to see the races working together. What?
I'm just like thinking, are they drunk? Do they seem drunk?
That I think that was internal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, are they drunk?
Sense motive for drunkenness.
Yeah, so they're there. If you want to.
Yeah.
Are they? Do they seem drunk?
No, they
Okay.
actually seem completely fine.
Nice. We heard this church, and pardon me for not remembering. I know I've seen this garb and these statues before, but what is this a church of?
Leo and Avalon,
Leo and
the
Avalon.
ancients. We take great pride in their revelry.
Okay. I mean, seems like a good time to me. I hail and I grew up in the South, so much of northern tradition and culture sometimes gets lost on me.
The dwarf kind of goes like, no problem, lady.
But I believe I kind of like turn to Thera again. We're trying to help out the town. And we just wanted to
The elf
check.
kind of goes, that's good for you. And it's good for us. Thank you.
Of course.
What are you trying to do exactly?
We were wondering if there's been anyone missing lately that you might know of.
Oh. How late are we talking? We've had some lumber people go missing, but that was before we stopped the lumber drives, according to what I understand. There's been at least 1 or 2 children that have disappeared.
In the past few weeks?
I think we lost 1 child about a week ago or something like that, and another one just disappeared also, probably like 3 weeks before that.
All right. Yeah, about the last month, I think, would be about when everything started to go awry. We're telling the guards, and we've already told the mayor as well, the well water really isn't good to drink. So if you can either boil it, if you must use it, find another source or whatever can be done. We're doing as much as we can to purify the water. I don't know if what level spells purify water.
I think it'd be either a 0 or a first.
Okay. I don't know if you do know anyone or have anyone that can purify water. That would be the best.
They kind of like shrug at each other. We're still acolytes in training. We actually don't have
Understood.
spells yet.
Our cleric has purified, I believe, earlier today he purified 6 barrels. So we'll do as much purification as we can.
Sounds like almost like a humble brag.
I'm just telling them what we've done.
I know.
But fair, it does kind of sound like that. But we'll do everything we can do. We just know it's not going to be enough for the whole town. So maybe if we can just get the community to boil as much water as possible, that way it doesn't affect anyone.
I kind of go, like, good luck with that. We have some water reserve. Well, we mostly have some ale reserves, to be honest. And they all kind of goes like, yeah, we don't really carry much water here.
Fair. I mean, ale is safer than water most of the time.
Dwarf kind of goes, well, ale's good for the soul and the body.
I like the way you think. I
Most
look at,
dwarves would agree.
I might
And
have.
she looks at Brina's character.
I prefer distilled spirits, but yes. But
Yeah,
too
babe.
many, it will wreak havoc on your liver.
A dwarf liver?
No, just anybody who is not constitutionalized like a dwarf.
Oh, well, that's why I have to watch the elf over here. And he kind of goes like, hey, I've gotten much better with my alcohol. Yes, you have.
Thinks back to the failed drinking game.
I was beat by a human.
They don't need to know that.
And
They don't
gnome.
need to know that. And they know. Good God.
The gnome makes some sense, though.
Yes,
Muy poquito.
the human rogue.
That makes no sense.
No, if it was a human wizard, that'd just be degrading.
If it was
Yeah, that would
if
be
it was-
sad.
if it was an elven wizard,
Yeah.
that would have been top tier. How did you lose to that?
Sadness.
Something that gets blown over by a gust of wind.
Goodness.
You lost to that.
Yeah. But I guess that's not too many people. And children, do you know?
Was it in town that they were lost, or were they outside of the town borders?
Unfortunately, it seems like they were in town, but both the missing persons reports were they were with their families and then they disappeared and nobody knows where they went. So we've searched around and we didn't find any holes in the walls or anything else where children could have escaped, so
Were they by the town well?
I'm gonna be
It doesn't
totally
say.
honest. Most of the reports are not near the well. They're just
Okay.
families reporting their kids going missing. Most of the kids around here just run around and make havoc until their parents come home from work.
Fair. All right. Well, I'm not
The elf
sure.
kind of goes like, "Havoc's a strong word. They're just having fun." The dwarf kind of just looks up at him and just kind of goes like, "It's havoc. Dwarven children do not get to run around like that. We put their asses to work." And he just kind of goes like,
Can confirm.
That's where you dwarves lose the fun of childhood. You just need to let it go and have a good time and let your kids do whatever they want to do. The dwarf looks up and kind of goes like, no, that's how they become undisciplined little shits. And I goes like, no, that's how they discover who they are and really come into what they need to do in life. And the dwarf kind of goes like, no, you give them the correct tools to do the things in life that they need to do later. You don't just let them be wildcats until they become jackasses in society. And the other one kind of goes like, we will agree to disagree. No, we agree that you're wrong. And she kind of goes like, can we drink? Yes, we can drink. And she drinks.
We will let you both be and continue our search and see if we can't find out anything about the children. I'm not sure if we can about the children that have been gone for so long, but we will definitely keep an eye out for them as well. So,
Thank you.
is there anything else we needed?
Other than the two children, before a month ago, was it multiple people?
Like I said, every once in a while we get lumber people that go missing.
Were they in town as well, or were they outside?
Those are usually out in the woods, and we chalk most of those up to people usually getting sniped by orcs or other sorts of things. They're usually in unison with like an orc attack or other sorts of creatures that attack, and sometimes we just lose a person or two. So,
Understandable.
but
Sad,
to be
but
fair, it's
understandable.
pretty rare that we lose people. It's usually only every year or so we lose like one.
All right.
Anyone of your convent recently showing signs of erraticness?
Well, considering that we're the only two that run this temple, they look at each other. The dwarf kind of looks at the elf and kind of goes like, that one's got something wrong with his head, apparently.
Or anybody of your faith in your recent maybe sermons showing erraticness? People that usually attend your services?
The dwarf kind of speaks up and kind of goes, I mean, there's been a lot less people showing up, to be honest. But that could be for any number of reasons. But I would definitely say that a lot of people seem on edge or at least irritated a lot more easily. So we've been drinking more.
I can see that.
Fair. Fair. Well, I think we should probably head over to the well and meet our comrades. What were your names?
The dwarf kind of speaks up and she goes, mine's Brentris. And then the elf goes, my name is Waze.
Ways and interest. Thank you both for your time.
It was great to meet you. And,
Elf kind of goes like, nice to meet you too. Takes a sip. The dwarf kind of goes like, yes, it was very nice to meet both of you.
and head off to the well.
As we're walking, I would talk to Vera like, I bet you in each weight of both those children, they got too close to the well. Or something.
Yeah. I'm afraid of what we might find down there. But
Yes.
All right, Basgrim.
Is it really a moral dilemma if the children are undead?
If they're undead, it doesn't matter at all.
that's sad.
I'm terrible. Okay.
If they're children, do they lose their DR?
Ooh.
Well, they didn't have much of a con score to lose, so...
Well, their bones aren't fully developed, right? They don't get their full skeletal DR.
Well, you also gotta think, being submerged in water for a while, even for a few hours, you become bloated and
Yeah, but if
like,
they're undead,
gases.
it's just the bones that would be...
Why do I get the feeling this is where drowned come from?
Oh,
And I hate
God.
it.
God.
Oh, no. Don't
that
put
laugh
that in
does
David's
not-
head.
That laugh does not make me feel any better about that statement.
Why would you put that in David's head?
Why do you think I put it there?
Christ, an old fishbowl PTSD.
I love the drone.
Yes, we know.
I know you know. I use them excessively. In one part. I only use them in one part of that campaign.
Two different.
Where?
The Bone Crypt. When you pulled Arnie in.
That wasn't part of that campaign. That was a one-shot.
Yeah,
That's
but it was in the world.
Yeah, but that wasn't part of the campaign. That's different.
It was with Davison. That's definitely part of the campaign.
I forgot about that. So yes, it was. Anyways. So you get to the castle, or the fortress, sorry.
I will ask if Saw... Moment.
I think it was Samuel.
Yes. Samuel
Yeah, Samuel.
is in.
So you get in there, and the young apprentice approaches you and kind of goes, "Oh, you're back. Let me go get Samuel really quick." And they scurry off. A couple minutes later, Samuel comes kind of like hobbling out, just old man, crickety bones type stuff, and just kind of goes like, "It's about damn time you returned."
Good news and bad news.
I'm sure you have news. You seem to be very good at that.
Well, we found out what is causing the problem with the water.
Oh yeah? What would be the problem?
Have you ever heard of purple musk?
No. I am a surgeon. I do not deal with whatever that is.
Well, do you know how to deal with anti-venom or otherwise neutralizing agents?
Depends. Is it a poison?
Not 100% sure on what exactly it is tainting the water, but it is something that we can exterminate, so we plan to go do that tonight.
Well, you should probably do that.
But I was going to hand you the cutling we had from it and see if there was anything you could figure out if it is poison specifically. It showed up when I detected poison, so I'm hoping that classifies it.
My friend, I am a surgeon, and as far as botany goes, or anything along the lines of trying to find out if it is poisonous, I can just tell you if it's going to kill somebody. As far as making a remedy to such thing, that is a little out of my wheelhouse. I deal with bones, cuts, bruises, things like that.
Would there be an actual apothecary in the town then?
Yes. Although you might be very hard pressed to talk to them right now.
Why is that?
They have locked their doors and shut up shop.
That sounds kind of consistent with what is causing the problem in the water. I'll look around. Is it like crowded in here, or?
I mean, you're not. There's a lot of beds that are filled with people. Whether they're conscious or not, that's a different matter entirely.
I'm just gonna lower my voice. It seems like the poison causes mind-altering effects.
He kind of shrugs and kind of goes, that would kind of make sense.
Yeah,
I have
it
noticed
kind of
that
explains
people are a
what's going
little
on.
more hostile as of late, not to mention a little bit more crazy.
Well, I'm going to go see if I can get this apothecary to talk to me, and I guess wish me luck.
Good luck.
Hopefully we'll have the problem solved tonight, but
Good. Get on
we'll
this.
see. So, yeah, I'll head my way towards
Wait.
the apothecary.
I
Yes.
need you for at least 15 minutes.
Is it going to require my spells?
My friend, I'm dealing with life or death matters, yes.
I can use some of my lesser end magic, but if we're going into combat, this thing is supposed to have a pretty nasty set of defensive mechanisms from what we've heard.
You are a big, strong dwarf, and you have, 3 friends? You'll be fine.
Use some of my lower spells, like Cure Lights.
Okay. He just takes 2 cure lights from you, and it's for surgery on like one kid's leg, like withdrawing an arrow, and another one he stitches the muscles back together on a arm that obviously had been hit by like an orc sword. It's like really deep wound, and your cure lights do wonders with that. But his surgical know-how helps.
Adding the place to actually cure correctly is wondrous.
Yep. When you're all done, he kind of goes, all right, go. Make yourself useful.
I'll be back in the morning, hopefully, if we live through this, but, yeah.
Well, don't you dare die on me. I need more of your cures.
That's the hope. And all. Which way is the apothecary's house?
Go ask somebody else. I am busy.
So I will ask one of the guards on my way out.
They kind of, when you get out, he just kind of goes, excuse me? What?
The apothecary seems to have gone mad, closed shop, won't talk to anyone.
Apothecary?
Potion maker.
Oh, potion. Why didn't you just say potions? What the
Sorry.
hell is an apothecu? Whatever you
Apothecary
said.
is someone who makes potions, deals with herbal remedies.
So they're a potion maker.
Yes.
Why didn't you just say that? Yeah, he gives you, like, directions.
Okay, so yeah, I'll bow and head that direction. I will knock rapturously upon their door.
Okay. So you can see that the apothecary is actually located pretty much all the way in... You're not sure how legitimate this apothecary is because it's located kind of like in the residence area. So if it is an apothecary, it's not a... It's sitting in the middle of a whole bunch of other buildings, basically. Like, it's not in, like, the market center. It's basically in a house.
It looks more like a drug dealer than an apothecary.
I wouldn't say that. I mean... But you could make that allegation if you wanted. So, but you see that the doors, it says potion maker on the sign, and the door is closed right now, and hanging right below the potion maker's sign, it says closed for business.
Okay. I'm gonna knock the hell out of that door.
You just get a loud, go away!
I need
We're
help.
closed! Can't you read the sign? I put it in common for a reason.
It's not for business.
Well, then especially go away.
I will pay you if you can help me find out if this can be counteracted with your potions. There is
You just-
something wrong with the water.
Make a listen check for me.
13?
Okay, don't worry about it. So, you hear, like, an unlocking mechanism, like a and you see this slide on the top of the door open, and it's like a big slide, and you can see that it's obviously like an older male, and he just kind of goes, he grumbles at you and just kind of goes, how much we talking?
I'll give you 10 platinum.
I don't even believe you have that much. Kind
I'll
of looks you
pull
up
out
and
10
down.
platinum.
I believe you have that much. He unlocks the door, and he kind of goes, well, come on in. Don't let out the cold.
I'll go in.
All right. So you walk in, and it is noticeably colder in this, like, his building. Like, it's fucking cold.
Thought I misheard him, but now I understand.
You walk in, and you can see that you hear all this bubbling and fizzing, and you see what looks to be like a brick of ice about 3 feet tall standing on the far right side of the room, and it's just like, it's very slowly melting, but it's just releasing all this cold in the area, and you can see that there are potions like actually in the ice. And he just kind of goes, come in, and he walks you past this, and there's like a large table, and he just kind of goes, well, sit down.
I'll sit down, and I will pull out the cutling we have in the purple musk.
Payment first.
I'll slide him the 10 plat.
He kind of looks at each one. He goes through each one and like looks at it, and he just kind of goes like, well, they're all real. And slides them off the table into a bag and throws the bag like against the wall. He doesn't even like really look where it goes. He just throws it against the wall, and you just hear this. All right. Let me see.
Called a purple musk plant.
Never heard of it. He opens it up, and he takes out like this leather, kind of like it's kind of like what we use for like our dice rolling, like a mat, but it's leather. And he rolls it out, and when he does, he then he walks over to a table behind him, grabs some potions, grabs like a whole bunch of like gear. It looks like laboratory gear. And he sets it up, and he starts like a little burner, and you see it just kind of like flicker, and it lights on fire. And then he just kind of sits there, and he pulls out like these really big glasses, and he starts like cutting into the plant just ever so slightly. Where the hell did you get this?
Well,
He kind of grins for a second, kind of goes, well.
Oh my god.
I
Nah. Okay.
thought that was coming.
Wait, what?
People have no sense of humor around here.
So, it's poisoning the water from the well.
Yeah, I got that.
It causes insanity,
Yep.
and apparently the plant can raise the dead to defend itself.
They can what?
Yeah, that caught me off guard too.
He kind of looks at it for a little bit.
What race is this apothecary?
He's just a human.
Okay.
He's just old. Okay. So he sits there for like probably like 40 minutes, and he's working, and every time you like try to talk to him when he's working, he just kind of like, shush, I'm busy. And then he goes back to working. And after a pretty long time, he just kind of goes like, so I have good news and I have bad news. Which news would you like first? The bad?
Yeah.
Okay. The bad is that basically once this starts infecting people, it is going to be pretty much the body has to deal with it. I can't reverse what it's done. The body will probably reverse it, but no guarantees there. Like, no guarantees at all. So, that's the bad news.
And the good news?
The good news is it's very slow. This is not a very... I would not call this a very highly deadly thing. Honestly, this is very, very mild. Now, that being said, this looks to be very, very old and weak. So, I don't know if when you get closer to the source, let's just say, if it's going to be worse. Just letting you know.
All right. That's a good sign for us, actually. So no alchemical ways to deal with it. Would there be magical ways that could help?
I don't do magic, my friend.
I do, but I don't know.
Okay, let me rephrase what I just said. I don't know magic. I know apothecary. I know very, very limited magic. I don't know what you do, and I don't care what the arcane do. I just do what I do.
If I were to neutralize poisons,
Well,
would
yeah,
that
it will.
work?
It will work on part of it, not all of it.
Part
Yes.
Noted. Thank you.
So
How's there any further
understand
thing?
this. Okay, there's a poison aspect to this, but as it progresses, it will actually turn into something more than poison. And once it turns into something more than poison, there is nothing poison related about this. I can tell that from what I've discovered from this plant.
That is intriguing.
Yeah. Don't ask me any more than that. I'd need an actual sample. I'd need a much better sample than what this shit that you gave me.
Well,
He kind of goes,
would
but
you be interested in that? Because we are going down there to exterminate it.
absolutely. If you get me a core or a seed or anything else like that, bring it to me, and I can figure out what the hell to do with it.
All right. Aside from that, is there any further payment that you need? Or
Not unless you want to buy anti-poisons. I would suggest you buy anti-poisons.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Anti-poisons
buy a few
will help
anti-poisons.
with
How
the
much are they?
ingestion part of this. Unless you want me to go around and give them around town, but I mean, it's only going to help a couple people. I only got 5.
You only have 5 anti-poisons? How much?
Hold on, let me get my bookkeeping out. I don't even remember what I charged for these damn things.
Yeah, that was to find out what it is and if it can be counteracted.
Antitoxin costs 50 gold a vial.
Yeah, I'll hand him 25 more plat.
All right. He hands over. He kind of goes, I'm glad I opened my door today.
Well, we're in the monster slaying business. I think this qualifies.
Monster. This is a plant.
It's a plant that controls undead. I don't know if there's much of a classification past that.
I don't think they're undead. At least from what I'm seeing in this plant, I don't think they're undead.
We were told that it controls bodies of the dead.
Well, then you have fun with that.
Yeah.
Dave's gonna make us murder babies.
Dear Lord.
Huh?
Its victims want to be. Well, I think we're gonna have to find out what
Are
the
you
second
done?
part of this is. Yes, I'll be leaving now. Thank you. Have a nice day.
You're welcome. Goodbye. And he shuts the door behind you, and you hear a loud lock. However, just about as you're about to step off his porch, he goes, "By the way, I didn't sell you that shit, and you don't know me."
I'll head towards the well.
And just as you take another step, he opens up the thing again and goes, "By the way, my name's Mark."
Mark is my new favorite character. I love him. I wish you
Mark,
would have asked why he went out of business. Not that he would have told you, but
Well, I imagine we're going to come back, so. But now we have 2 people to hand a core to. Or a seed. Maybe we'll find both.
fair.
Yeah, I doubt we're gonna find both.
All right.
All right, yeah, to the well.
All right. You guys all meet back up at the well. Josh, what was the roll?
24.
Okay. And you were looking for, give me exactly what you were.
So I was wanting to find out who's using, like,
The well water.
yeah, who's using well water. Like,
So,
who do we have to
Pretty
be
much
careful of?
all the residencies, so like all the lower, the poor district, the normal district, the merchants, and lumber. Basically everyone except for the high estates, so like the people that are rich, the fort, and the guards are basically all on well water. So those 3 people that I mentioned, those 3 groups, are the only ones that have their own water supply.
High group, guards, and what was the other one?
So it'd be like the high estates, more or less. So the rich, more or less. The fort and the guards. And the fort has its own, like, water. You guys knew that already.
Okay. Good to know that the whole town's screwed. Well, we had discovered from, who was it, the barrel makers had said that they were boiling their water or something like that.
Yeah, some people are boiling their water, but you just asked who was using well water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some people boil their water, but it's not everybody.
And we don't even know if that's 100% effective.
Fair.
So,
So then I head
I
back.
got some interesting news.
Yeah, you guys talk amongst yourselves. I need to use it.
What did you find out?
The plant acts as a poison.
Right.
Until it doesn't.
What do you mean until it doesn't?
I was able to find an apothecary in the town, and they were able to do a few tests, and he said it progresses to a point to where normal, like, anti-poison and like things that would affect poisons, such as magic and potions, stops working.
What happens then?
Well, when I brought up the fact that it controls the dead, well, he kind of responded and he don't think they're dead.
I don't like that.
So maybe they're not dead. They're like
If we
mind
can
controlled.
subdue anyone that we come across down there that may have become under the thrall of this plant.
Children. We may come across children.
There are
Oh,
2
Lord.
missing children from the last. One went missing last week. One went missing about 3 weeks ago.
Nothing can be simple, can it?
Nope.
Well, we don't know if we can save them, but there is a chance.
Hopefully.
It's also really dependent if they know how to swim or not. If they fell into the well, they're at the mercy of if they can swim.
Maybe this.
Something's telling me if this plant called them down there, it would either grant them the ability to swim or drag them through.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Grabbing them and forcing them to whatever.
Do you know what it does after poison is no longer...
Well,
Um,
I'm guessing that's what the option is they become kind of like thralls.
Oh dear. I wonder how far gone is too far gone.
Well, hopefully with the right magic. He said if we can bring him a seed or a core of some sort, he might be able to find out more. Yeah, we'll find that out when we get there. Oh, I also bought anti-venom for everyone
Hooray.
because, yeah, who knows how much worse this thing gets from its proximity to the source.
So I was able to find out that basically everybody's using the well water except for the high ranking, the people that like the rich, the people at the fort, and the people that are the guards. So everyone else uses well water. So we could have a problem. Although it does sound like some people boiled it, but who knows if boiling neutralizes it completely. Maybe it's just like it doesn't affect you as fast.
Well, when we talked to the mayor, I kind of pressed to get everyone to at least boil well water. But it's hard to get everyone to do that. But we talked to the mayor, and we also went to the local church of Leo and Avalon, and just tried to tell everyone to, hey, the water's not safe to drink, so boil it or use non-well water if possible. Haven't met a church that drinks that much ale, though.
Also, Dave, I don't know if you're there.
He's not here
but-
right now.
Okay. Someone remind me if the dryad did say that it mainly grows in the cold and the dark, where it's damp. Because if it mainly grows somewhere where it's cold, dark, and damp, boiling it should help mitigate it, but that's just my thought.
Yes, cold, damp tunnels or wet tunnels is where it's primarily from, or spawns or whatever. But yeah, no, exactly. So that would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, if it's early on, the boiling of the water might make it null and void. That's in theory, but that's a big leap of faith there.
Well, thankfully, this progresses very slowly, so he says it's not a dire situation, but
It's also been going on for a few weeks,
yeah.
and we don't know, like, if a few hours is good, a few days may be okay, or if a few weeks is good. Might be a few weeks is fine. Might be a few days is worse. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. We don't know the exact timeline of how long it takes.
Exactly.
Considering the fact it's only children missing, and then the elders are more agitated, it's safe to say that someone's fortitude will assist with that problem, and yeah, it probably matters with how much is actually being consumed. But we'll find out.
I wonder, because those who might have been treated with wounds, open wounds, submitting the water to like an open wound going through the bloodstream, if that would hasten it, if that would make no difference, if it would just be the same. I don't know. Because I still feel like, yes, this thing might have just been a natural happenstance. But I also feel like because the orcs are trying to take over this little town, it seems too coincidental.
Well, considering the fact that the fortress has its own water supply, I don't think that's going to be that much of an issue. Regardless, so yay. You have that bag of holding, right?
Yeah. I mean, I do
start taking off my armor.
Beautiful.
I have to do the same.
For getting a sample of purple musk, the mayor also asked me to collect a sample of a seed or a core or something so that we could send it to the Purple Mage College.
That's reasonable.
So I am also... I pull out the jar that I was given, like, I have a means to carry it. Did your apothecary give you a means to carry it?
No, but I have extras.
Okay.
Wonder how much my applicable knowledge for monster harvesting will work on a plant.
How many monsters that are plants have you hunted? Or
I
harvested?
haven't hunted many myself. I've just been brought carcasses and done that.
Have you harvested any plant carcasses? Nope. Oh, then I would think that answers that question.
If only we knew a farmer.
Profession farming.
Yes.
The one time.
I know the plant's one weakness.
That is...
Generally fire, isn't it?
All right. So, you guys start to go down the well?
Yep.
Yes.
We throw all of our full plate inside of my bag of holding.
Okay. So, you guys get down to the bottom of the well. When you get down to the bottom of the well, you can see that what I described last week, you see that there's a waterway. It's kind of deep in the center. You guys kind of all drag yourself off to the corners of the room. And you guys get down there. There's enough room for all of you, although it's kind of half of you on one side, half of you on the other for obvious means because there's not a lot of room here. Do you guys travel down the way?
Yeah, we re-armor up, and then I guess
Not yet.
you don't want to. Oh, you don't want to armor up right now.
Have we gone through the actual water yet?
Yeah, you guys are on the edges of it right now. Now you can travel down the tunnel. There's like a center water that you can.
Thought we still had to like swim through an area,
I think you just gave it to us.
or did you just give that to us?
I just gave it to you guys.
Sweet.
Oh,
we don't
then
have
yes,
armor
I would
on.
love to put on my armor. Thank you.
I'm figuring you guys took off your armor. You guys can take a 10. Leovar can swim, so even
He
if
can ferry us all over.
yeah, he can basically lifeguard your ass.
Okay, now just kick for me. Okay, good. Oh, look at you go.
I'm not used to having these sorts of things just given to us, so I was concerned. I did
You
not
know,
put
fair.
my
Yeah, I'm not putting my
on
armor.
preemptively. Okay, now make a swim check. I have a minus 45 because my armor weighs 125 gnomes.
Whee!
I was trying to be nice, but now everyone. All right, so you guys begin to travel down the waterway. Now, as you're traveling down the waterway, may I get an order? Now, for the most part, the tunnel is about 10 feet wide, but it doesn't really stay that. It's very inconsistent. Sometimes it narrows back down to 5, sometimes it opens up to 5. So, I'm going to need a line order just because I need to know exactly.
I want to be in the middle. Brina out front.
Question.
Yes.
Does anybody have water breathing? Because
No.
I have a feeling we're gonna have to be submerged at times.
Let's hope not, because I don't think we do.
Okay.
I can summon my Nixie again.
Oh,
but,
true, yeah.
So we want Brina out in front.
I think.
For trap detecting.
We'll also just knowledge tunnel bullshit.
You guys solve the line issue real quick.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I guess we'll go Brina.
I'm gonna have to step away. My stomach's really upset.
Oh no. Do we want to go?
First time I've eaten Thai food in a long time.
Should we go you, me, is?
They can't see.
No, I know they can't, but I'm just mostly saying out loud.
Well, this thing's a plant. We don't know exactly where it can or will come from. Do we want me and Leobar in the back just in case?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a frontline combatant though too, cause
Oh, that's Josh.
Yeah, we'll do you, me, Jess, Ezra, Leovar,
That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
because that way Ezra's near the middle. Because it looks like we're gonna have to be basically a single file.
And I will distribute the anti-venoms. I suggest we all take it.
how long do they last for?
An hour?
+5 on fort saves against poison for an hour.
Yeah, I thought so.
And I think that'll stack with your dwarfness.
Yeah, because they come from different effects.
So we're drinking the anti-poison now, right?
Yeah.
I hope
So, yeah.
it don't take us more than an hour to find this thing.
Yeah, I'll drink. We have enough for all of us, so we're all
Yeah.
drinking one. Okay, so. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, is that the order?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So.
And Brina's gonna be 10 feet out.
Yeah. So Brina, Josh, me, Ezra, Leovar.
Leohard doesn't want to be in the back.
Why not?
Spooky things.
Leohard doesn't want to be in the back.
Ezra, will you be in the back?
But
Yeah,
then the
send me to the back.
healer's at the far back.
That is true.
Kind of what I was trying to avoid, but
Leovar is gonna be the next best person to be behind Brina, just in case rogue shit happens.
Okay, so switch Leovar and put John in the back.
what's our two slowest members in the pack?
No, and switch.
I mean, if you really want Leovar to be in the back, he'll be in the back. He just doesn't want to be in the back because he's a rogue.
How does Brina
our
and
logic
Leopard.
was we don't know, like, how a plant's going to.
Pop up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. If you want him in the back, he'll.
Because it was rogue
You
in the
okay there?
front, rogue in the back, frontliners with both rogues.
Okay, well then put him in the back then. I mean, he just.
He's like, "Mer, mer, mer, mer."
Yeah, if you're just like be in the back, he's gonna be like, why?
Like I said, I'll be in the back, but
It's okay.
the
we already got
thought
it.
process was having a listen and spot check in the back also.
Yeah, and that's enough to sate him. You just got to give him a reason. Just
Yeah.
be like, be in the back. He'll be like, no.
And he could probably tumble it back into the front if he needs to. Right? Technically? Is that how it works? I'm not sure if that's how tumble works.
He could, but that he would just use all of his tumble to get there.
Yeah. Because we're not going to attack of opportunity him as he comes to tumble through us.
I mean, yeah.
I don't understand what she wants.
I want your love and affection, mother.
Okay, so
Please.
you guys head down the tunnel. Brina, can I get a search and a listen check?
Hold on. Hold on. What door? Hold on.
Hodo.
It said search and listen, right?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on.
Just take off the back cushion, hon.
Search is gonna be a nat 20 for 29 in total. And a listen. 14.
So with your search check, Brina, you can see that the vines continue down this tunnel. And as they continue down the tunnel, you can see that they kind of intersect and spider web all along the water's edge and up into the actual rocky surface and appear to somewhat be making, like they're attaching themselves to the rock. Do you want to touch the plant at all and mess with it, or just leave it as is?
First off, how's the light down here? I know I can
There's
do
no light.
find. Huh?
There is no light.
I grab a few pebbles and ask Basgrim if he would cast some light on them, because I know
I'll
I would
cast light
know,
on them because I'm the closest.
I would know that they our human would need light. I just grab like a handful. I don't know how many you have.
He can just cast it on an object.
Okay. And I hand that to Leovar. For you.
Thanks. He just holds one. He kind of goes,
If in case you need it. The plants are looking purple too still, right?
yeah.
Okay. How far along are we in? Are we at like the point before we where I had stopped last time with the rope?
You are traveling down the tunnel right now to where you saw it curve. You are not at that curve yet.
Okay. He said look for a seedling or a pod of some sort, right?
Yeah.
That's when we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just looking for the plant for now.
There might be some along the wall. I can only assume that they're... I don't know how botanical works, but I can imagine that there might be more than just one.
No clue.
All right. So you continue traveling. You don't see any like seeds or anything. You just see more of this vine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll continue on. I didn't hear anything with my listen check, did I?
You got a 14? No,
Mhm.
you don't hear anything.
Okay. Just pretty much washing water of us.
Yeah.
Alright. I continue leading on.
Okay.
And hope to high hell I don't drown.
Alrighty then. So, you travel on a little bit further. As you travel on a little bit further, you come to the turn. When you come to the turn, is there anything else that you'd like to do before making the turn, or do you just want to walk around the turn?
Do this hand signal for like pause, for them to hold up.
Okay.
How deep does the water get here?
The water, this ravine, this tunnel, more or less, that you've been following, the water's not too deep. It's probably maybe a foot, maybe a foot and a half at its worst.
Okay.
So up to Scarjohn's chest.
And it's getting darker, right?
It's just dark in here.
Okay.
It's not necessarily getting darker, it's just dark.
I still have the handful of rocks. Well, I was trying to ask Bosgrim if he could cast...
you gave the rock that was lit to Leovar.
Yeah, I was trying to get a few of them so we can make like a breadcrumb path to our way back.
So light only hits one object. Like you can't hit multiple objects with it. You cast light on a singular object.
That's why I was trying to get Bosgrim to cast it on multiple rocks.
I don't think he has any more 0-level
have
spells
one
left.
prepared anyways.
Ah, shit. Well, I was trying to make like...
Or wait, no. This is the day I did the
Yep.
the purification. I have no 0 level.
Oh dear.
Okay.
So we just have the one from...
Please hold.
Yeah, Jess
I wasn't-
might have light.
Yeah, I'm 90% sure. I'm 99% sure that I do. I just have to double check.
Because I was hoping we could make a breadcrumb path, so that ways I would normally mark on the walls with chalk, but it's wet, and I don't think that would hold a chalk mark.
Yes, I do have.
What are they doing? I just heard...
Ghost was humping him.
Oh, okay. I just heard, like, nails clicking. That's why I was like, what?
They were.
Humping.
Yes. Yes, I have light, so I can do. I mean, I can do like 5 if you want.
They have a limited time that they stay lit, though.
How long?
10 minutes a level, so it would be. We're level
9.
9.
Hour and a half.
So 90 minutes.
So about the same time of when the anti-venom would run out, or a little longer, to be quite fair.
Oh, yeah, we
also,
took anti-venom.
We
while
all
you were
took the
gone.
anti-venom.
Including Leovar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would request that, and we could leave like one close to the entrance, so if in case shit happens, people can find their way back.
Okay.
So
So yeah, I'll cast light on whatever you asked me to cast light on. So
like I pick up like decent hand-sized rocks, ones that are not going to like easily be kicked over. So, and then like the first one I'm gonna put like in a little nook or cranny where it's gonna be visible like as a beacon of light. So if people need to swim back to it, they can.
okay.
So you
it's
put it
like,
where you guys came in at?
yeah.
I mean, there's the light from... Okay, yeah. Alright, so you put it over there.
I mean, like once it gets dark to like around nooks and crannies, I want to be able to distribute it out at a decent rate.
Okay, how many did you cast that on, Jess?
5.
5? So you have 5 rocks that'll last 90 minutes. And you have
Okay.
1 rock that'll last 10.
Okay, so, well, yeah. Okay, so I put the first one down like when we turn that bend, but I'm gonna peek over around the bend first.
Okay, make a spot check for me.
Okay. Let's see. 18 for spot.
Okay, and make a hide.
I don't like this. Why the fuck do I need to hide from a plant?
Good question. There's an even better answer.
Oh god.
22.
Okay.
What's the better answer?
All right. So, as you peek around,
I also gave them the sign to stay back and wait until I gave, the okay.
Or scream.
Yeah.
all right. So, as you peer around the corner, you can see that the water continues down, and you can see that the flow is obviously coming from behind or from underneath what looks to be a rock wall. However, along this stream, you see these big purple kind of vines, and they're thick. They're at least like 2 to 3 feet, like thick. They're big, and they're reaching into the water, and they disappear underneath the water as it laps past it. However, you also notice that there are, curiously, some large kind of creatures with large mandibles that seem to almost be hovering around these vines. You've encountered these creatures before, and you know them as Ankegs, which are just nasty ass bug creatures that'll spit acid at you, and they have enough strength to basically squish a man in half. There are 3 of them.
3 of the Ankies. I slowly back around the corner. Do I know if
Please
they...
make a move silently, and mind you, you are standing in water.
Fuck.
I'm almost tempted to just lower myself all the way down into it, only head popping out. Would that make noise?
Well, again, the water's only like 1.5 feet deep.
Oh yeah, so I'm not.
Yeah, you can try and skirt it as much as you can, but you're in a section where the water's just rushing.
I'ma just try to quietly as possible back it up.
Make a move silently at -8.
David, why you gotta do this to me? Oh no, that's not good. Good thing Josh, I'm trying to do math. I need to think. Now I need calculator because I can't think.
I was going to counterpoint with sneak attack.
I would like to everybody knows what the fuck's going on. I got a 14 in total.
Alright. You pull away.
Are they following me?
Make a listen check.
Ten.
You have no idea.
Guys, we got a bigger problem. It's not just the vine things down here. There's some big bugs. Have any of y'all ever dealt with ant keys?
Ezra probably has, but the rest of you... you have. Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I have. I was in their home turf.
I just give you a blank look. What?
Big insect type flying things, annoying as shit.
They don't fly.
Giant burrowing beetles.
Burrowing beetles. Never mind. Sorry.
They'll grab you and take you to their nest.
And unfortunately, it's living, it seems like, copacetically with this damn thing.
Or enthralled by.
Could I tell what?
No. How would you?
Either way, they're a problem.
There's 3 of them, but there's also the purple thick-ass vines in the water. I don't know how far they go into the water.
Well, we're gonna have to assume that these pancakes have been drinking it, so...
How to do it?
I can sneak in and try to get to a better advantage point, but still risking them hearing us.
You can, if you want to, you can feel free to attempt to sneak over there again, but once we go in, it's going to be loud.
I know. But, I can only sneak or turn invisible myself once a day.
Did you? Don't.
I don't think we need to necessarily be worried about that.
Please tell me somebody has like fireball or like fire or thunder or lighting stuff.
I mean, I always have fireball.
Okay. I guess
Do you want
I'm
me
not.
to go
Sorry.
in there and fireball?
I don't know what would be best to start off with fireball and then us rush in, or us rush in then fireball.
Did they notice you?
I
No,
don't think so. We're able to talk like this.
no, but there was three of them, and
Well, I'm just thinking they burrow. Usually have. Would I know if they have like the ability to sense through ground?
You're a cleric, so no.
but I'm
Not
also.
even dealing with these things.
Roll d20.
I would also assume water would muddy like their senses. I wouldn't know.
No,
Okay.
unless a 1 is a good thing.
No.
Oh my god.
In
Hey, I
fact, you're
got
not.
the
You're
one
not even
out
sure
of-
you. You're not even sure if you've seen these before. Your
I'm not
brain
sh-
suddenly goes foggy.
I'm
They don't
not
fall under geography.
not sure if I should switch out my rock cross for my axe and shield.
I mean, it's going to be kind of... That's up to you on how close quarters you want to get.
It's really tiny space, so fuck it. I switch out rock cross, put it away, and pull out axe and shield.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to YOLO it.
I don't know about y'all, but if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, right?
YOLO.
So you guys go charging in. What's the order?
Do you want me to just go ahead of you?
I'm not a frontline combatant.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck.
I was just double checking.
Let me go second. That way, if I
Yeah.
can fireball, I.
Yeah, so I will be charging around the corner, and then you can fireball behind me. From behind me.
Right. You guys go charging around the corner.
I'm gonna hang towards the back of the group where I am already, just in case
Okay.
they're burrowing.
Da, 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 da.
I'll go with you.
Yeah. No. Everybody's going. So
Okay,
you
yeah.
guys go charging around the corner. All right. So as you go charging around the corner, everyone roll for initiative.
Ah!
Ezra, you wanted to be in the back, right?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
I unfortunately will be right back.
Oh, damn it.
I got an 18.
Josh.
Nat 20. No, not nice.
Ez.
3.
Okay.
Karina.
15.
Jess.
18. Oh, this is what like the 5th edition end key look like?
I hate him.
Yeah, they don't look as scary.
Because
Josh.
Ah.
So you come running around the corner.
Right.
As you come running around the corner,
Da, 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 da.
you guys meet each other. Both of you roll an attack roll. It's like they heard you.
Oh shit.
What is your AC, good sir?
25.
You have 25 AC? Jesus, I missed.
A 23 to hit.
You totally hit.
Eight damage.
Okay. Now I need Jess.
Yeah, now I know. Oh no, she wasn't that close. Well, okay. It doesn't matter.
The way the tunnel is, it's basically 5 feet. It's just slightly incorrect.
Oh, okay, never mind. Gotcha. Like there isn't actually a space.
There's kind of a space there, but there's not a lot. I mean, she could. out of the way.
And could people walk past her?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Jess, it's your turn.
Cool. What did Gar do?
I walked around
There's
the
a big
corner and
bug.
boom.
Yeah. Did you take last initiative? You got a nat 20.
No, it was like I walked around the corner and I swung at it because it was like right
Okay.
there.
Okay. So you swung at it.
Yeah.
Got it. So yeah, I just see 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
So fireball.
Cool. Roll a d20 for me.
I rolled an 11.
You're
What am
fine.
I getting? Alright.
What's the save?
Yeah.
You fuck up, it hits my back.
Yeah. That's
It's everybody. Just
yeah.
That would be out of range.
no, because it would compress the fireball.
Wow.
It'd make me a tunnel fire.
17.
All 3 fail.
Oh, cool. Neat.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I want to show them.
I
don't
wonder
know if
what
you can
this
see.
is going to do to the plant itself.
That's dumb inky.
Hey, at least you have the one cool one that I painted.
Yeah.
It looks icky or inky.
Yeah, it's an icky
Icky,
inky.
icky.
It ate way too much people and it became fat.
So 8d6, right?
Whatever your caster level is.
Yeah. 8.
Oh, I can. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, because I lose 1 because I'm a level 9, but Wild Soul eats 1 caster level because it doesn't allow me to gain spells, so it's 8. I am waiting for revenge on me, though, for us entering a room, being attacked, and then attacking, and it's like, but they were good people. Why did you attack them?
Yeah, but I usually let you just murderize everybody.
Yeah. But I'm waiting for revenge because I'm do it.
Oh, the revenge might come when we come in and find 2 small charred bodies after this fireball.
No, Ezra, don't give him ideas. He has to come up with it himself. Oh,
How
fuck.
good would that be? The fireball, boom, and you see little children just...
Hey, Scarlet would not feel as bad anymore.
No, we wouldn't know. We would never know because we don't have a heal.
Yeah, you see baby skulls.
Oh my god.
We're like, oh, they're animal
They
skulls.
go off like fireworks.
25 damage.
Alright, they all die.
Whoa!
Yeah.
It'd be like curling. There's some there and there and there.
Alright, they all die, and you see the vines that were, at least the parts that were sticking out, have all been incredibly singed. Right? You guys go inside?
Do they weather her up?
Alright, so as you guys enter into this area,
Oh dear.
I will switch back from sword and shield back to my rock cross.
you see this large amalgamation of vines in the corner of the room, and they seem to be all together, kind of like bundled. And the vines that you hit, you can see right now in real time, they are literally starting to reform slowly. You can see them kind of just like regrowing, and you can see the vines like kind of like not pulsing, but you can tell that something's happening right now.
Should we unload upon this thing before it has time to fully readjust?
Well, I think.
Oh, move everybody in. I want to see where everybody's at, just so I have an idea.
Move me back along the wall.
Is that somewhere we could like walk?
Move Brina on the other side. She wanted to be back alone.
Oh, is this a wall?
No, just put her on the other side. I'm sure.
Oh,
she
and
wants
I
to
would
be
have
away.
cast Mage Armor back when we drank the thing.
Okay. You gotta
Slash
remember
now.
that though.
Yeah, slash. I cast
Right
it
now.
as we go in.
So, you're there. You can see that the plant seems to be healing itself slowly, but you see an amalgamation of vines in the corner, and they're all kind of like wrapped together.
Do we want to just unload on this?
By the way, this amalgamation of vines appears to be about 3.5 feet tall, and it's like burrowed into the very stone itself.
Wait, so it's like 3.5 feet tall of like a bundle?
Mhm.
Then it is taking up that whole wall?
Yep.
Or most of it?
Yeah.
Is this area water?
No.
Oh.
So it's like anything. So the stream is that center part there, but the other two are it's just land.
Ah, okay, never mind. That's why I was like, I don't know about putting Brina over there. Never mind.
I mean, yes, I won't shoot it directly into the center, but I'll do it to like the vines on the outside. If I can, just a scorching ray.
You just want to hit the vines?
Yes,
Okay.
because I don't know. There are 2 missing children. I don't know if there are children inside the
I would also like to slash at the vine.
Yeah,
That'd
try to hack it back.
Oh, I was gonna shoot at the body of the plant.
The body might have the stuff that we need.
We don't know.
Make your whoever is attacking. Josh, can you just do me a favor? Number the vines 1, 2, and 3, and then everybody just tell me which vine they're attacking, what they're attacking with.
Are there vines even in the water right now after her fireball?
Yeah, they're just all of them are just very damaged right now.
Oh, okay.
They're
gotcha,
just
So 6.
I'm very sad that I don't have a 9 base attack bonus at this current point in time.
Can I just shoot at the body?
that's up to you.
I don't give a fuck.
We're just saying there might be children in there.
I think it would be a mercy kill to make sure that these children aren't suffering anymore if they're in there. I know.
That this is where Ezra needs to speak up and mention the whole it's not reversible once it gets to a certain point.
Well, we said we don't know if it's reversible.
The apothecary said once it gets to a certain point, it is not reversible.
Once it gets to a certain point, it's not poison.
No, he also said reversible.
He said
Oh,
at a certain point it is no longer poison, and I cannot reverse the effects of the poison at that point.
okay, that's
He
what
doesn't
said.
know any, and he said
Okay.
whatever's beyond that, he's like, I don't know, but it's at a certain point it stops being poison.
Okay.
Yeah, and past that, it's like maybe we can do something with magic.
I'm not going to attack the body.
Ask
Yeah,
Mac
just-
I'm going to attack the 5th.
4.
4. I'm going to attack number 4 with the Scorching Ray.
I'll know which one am I next to.
4.
Touch attack of 14.
You're good. If you don't get below a 3, you're gonna hit it. It's a vine. It's not moving.
Okay.
Okay, whichever one that I am swinging at, I got above 30.
Yeah, you're good, homie.
Same.
So,
And max damage.
Same. I did 13 damage to Vine 1.
I did 14.
wait, so this is still D6. I haven't done Scorching Ray in so long.
It's a 3d6.
Yeah, it's 3d6, not 4.
I'm gonna shoot
Did we
at the
nerf that?
body.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just edit. Because this app lets me edit the text of spells.
That's really awesome.
Does 21 hit the body?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I have
Oh,
2
one.
of these.
I rolled a 1 for my second hit.
Roll another d20.
6.
Nothing bad happens.
Okay.
Rock cross jam.
It just snaps your thumb really bad, and you're like, fuck.
Ow. Yeah.
20 damage for number 4.
All right, can you put next to it?
9 damage for the body hit.
Okay. Was anybody else attacking any of the other?
Yeah, I got 13 damage to Vine 1.
Put next to it.
And Ezra, how much damage did you do?
He stepped to the bathroom.
Dang it. I forgot what he said. He attacked number 3.
I know he got like a 30 to hit. That's
Yeah, I know he got, and he got max damage, whatever his max damage is. I said 14.
Put next to it.
I think he said 14. Couldn't exactly hear thoroughly through the wall, but I think it was 14.
He didn't take his headset in with him? Oh, I guess he could have yelled. Never mind, that was him.
All
yelling
right,
instead.
so as you guys attack these vines and Brina attacks the core of these vines, you suddenly hear a slight rumble, and as that happens, you see
dear.
More of these? Fuck.
These ant-keeks literally come bursting out of the vines. You see them open up wildly, and you see these ant-keeks come out. However, everyone make a spot check.
15.
Not kinda.
14.
Spot check. Oh, that one was bad. 12.
Everyone who got above a 15. Who was that?
I got a 15.
Okay, so not above a 15. Alright, Boulevard's the only one that notices.
Great.
Move them up as close to melee to everybody. Jess, AC.
Brain. 18.
Your music?
You said 18?
18.
Okay.
It was an ad.
Yeah.
I hit. That deals...
Owie. That deals owie worth of damage.
12 points of damage.
Yep. That's a third of my health.
No.
Literally.
Who's in front of the middle one?
That's literally exactly it.
Leovar is directly in front of it. I mean,
But Ezra
Ezra's-
attacked the vine, right?
Ezra attacked the vine.
Then it
Yeah.
attacks Ezra. Ezra, AC.
24.
I hit you. For 10 damage. And then you attack the vine?
Yeah.
I miss you. Alright, initiative. Josh.
6.
Ez.
14.
Brina.
22.
Jess.
14.
Brina, go ahead and go.
I'm gonna aim at the one to the right of me.
Okay. Can you have Brina take a 5-foot step so she's not shooting through Jess? Go for it. Do you have precise shot?
I
should.
believe I do. Point blank, precise. Yes.
Cool. Go ahead and shoot.
Okay. Pew, 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 pew. Nat 20 for the first
Nice.
one.
Cool.
For a total of 36.
Okay.
And for the second one, it is 24.
Both hit.
Awesome possum. Okay. Of course it would be a 1. That's 15 damage for the first one.
Okay.
And for the second hit, 10 damage in total.
Dice. Go ahead and remove that one.
Woo!
Okay. Jess.
My turn?
The one in front of you is dead. You just see 2 arrows pile drive into it and it just flops over.
Okay.
You want to take a 5-foot step back and shoot the one next to Ez?
Yes.
Go for it.
So I'll do another Scorching Ray.
Okay. It is in melee combat, so you get -4 on this attack.
Okay.
Unless you have precise shot. I'd be surprised if you had it, but also I wouldn't be surprised.
I do have it.
Oh, you do?
Wow.
Very cool.
Because I'm also a ranger, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I just rarely
yeah.
ever need to use
Never
it.
mind, yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
So does point blank apply to ray spells also?
No.
Yep.
It
Well-
applies the chance to hit, but not the damage.
Yeah.
So
The only one it should is Mil's Acid Arrow on the first attack.
No.
19.
You hit it. Do you have multiple rays?
I do. I have 2.
Then you have to shoot, you have to make a touch attack for each one.
Oh,
Pew,
okay.
pew, pew, pew.
Same exact thing.
Then you're good.
19 damage.
It dies. Remove it.
Alright.
I actually really like this app.
Ezra, your turn. You want to move
Um,
and attack the one?
Yeah, are all the vines? Yeah, all 3 of those are.
There's-
So, yeah,
there's
I'm
a
gonna go
vine.
with the king.
There's one more that's still up.
Vine 2 is still up. It's hard to tell because the Anki's covering.
Well, he's gonna have to hit the ant key.
Yeah, I'm going for the Yankee that's over the vine at this point.
Oh, okay.
All right, you took a 5-foot step. Have fun.
25
Yeah, you hit.
and 23.
Yeah, you hit.
10 damage. 11 damage.
It dies. Remove it. All right, combat's over. You killed him.
That was a lot easier than expected.
I don't like this. It's gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
We need to kill it.
The vines that like we cut, have they like started to form back together or?
They don't seem to be forming back together, at least
Oh.
right now.
Okay.
I take my fifth shot and my clip, shoot it again into the plant body,
Okay.
and then reload my clip for full 5 shots.
Okay. So your arrow hits a vine in this massive body, but it doesn't seem to do much.
I was aiming for like the body of the body.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
You're just hitting vines. There's got to be dozens of those things.
Okay. I reload my clip. I just wanted to see if it would make it react again.
Do you want me to cut the last one?
Yes, please kill the last one. Sooner rather than later,
I cut
and then...
I swing at the last.
You're good. You cut it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go start cutting up a mass.
Alright.
Does anything happen when I cut that last one?
Nope.
Okay.
I'll keep looking around us too, and like down the hall.
Nothing seems to be coming down the hall. Ezra, you go to the mass.
Yeah.
All right, you start working at it. It is not easy to cut through. Like every time you swing your axe, you cut through like probably every swing you get through like a third. These are all just as thick, mind you. They're like 2.5 feet thick. And your swing, you have a 16 strength?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're getting like 2/3 of the way through each vine, but these vines are not normal. They're like actually like very thick and difficult to cut through.
I will assist him. I'll switch out Rock Cross again for my Dwarven axe and try to assist him on the side.
Are these ones actively mending themselves too?
Yeah, if you don't cut it off, it's mending.
Do
Side
you
note.
guys want me to blast it?
Oh, real quick though, what is it just like the water just kind of appears from
Yeah,
the side?
there's like a hole where you see water coming out of.
Okay, just curious.
Save your spell, because I have a feeling this is not the only part of the plant that we're gonna have to deal with.
If it keeps growing back, fire might help.
Gonna cast protection from energy, fire.
I'm a duck out the way.
I'm not gonna
Zach-
do it with you guys there, but if something grabs you, I will
shit
cast
goes
it.
bad.
Roll spot check.
That's why I'm doing it now.
Yeah, smart.
I'm gonna keep checking wood.
7.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep hacking at this thing.
As you get to there, you see the vine that you cut has reattached.
Both of
But you see the one that has fire damage on it. The ones that she cut with her scorching ray have not reattached.
It looks like only the ones I was cutting earlier have already grown back. So it seems like only because if you look at the one that Vera Vera. Yeah, I don't know why my brain. Vera shot, they seem to have not grown back. So it seems like only fire is what's actually stopping them.
Let me know anytime you guys want me to do that.
I'm going to start trying to hack at the big vines at the base.
That's what I thought we were doing.
Yeah, she's waiting to fireball until you guys get out of
And
the way.
then once I get all of them severed,
So-
fireball us.
By the time you cut through one, you can see that these things are reattaching. And they're starting to fix themselves.
If we were both to work on one together, would that bring down the
Unless you guys start physically ripping out the vines that you are cutting, like, they just reattach. Slowly, mind you, but...
Randomly, do you have burning hands?
No.
Damn.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I do. I have burning hands, I have scorching ray, and I have fireball.
Do you want to be
Okay,
really
I would
dumb?
suggest maybe
Cast
use
burning hands
invisible.
and stick your hand in it and release it inside of it. So just
That might be the best plan. Like if you want to rip it from the root, burn the root out.
I feel like it would go after me, especially hard if I did that.
I know.
Well, that's why I'm saying I'm going to stand here, keep hacking vines as much as I can, and fireball me. I have protection.
I can't do that, so I'm gonna just dip out then.
Are you sure you want me to fireball you?
I'm trying to look at how much protection from energy fire I have currently, but it's enough.
And how many fireballs do you have? Because we might need every one of them.
4 more, and then in my bow, I have
3.
3. So I have 7.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you how to do your life. Just yeah.
You could just use your bow. Right
Yeah.
now, since those ones do less damage.
I can negate
The bow
up
ones do less
to-
damage?
I think so. I'm not sure.
They
to be totally honest.
probably do.
Yeah, they probably do. I genuinely don't know though.
Give me a second.
I can negate up to 84 points of fire damage currently.
Ezra just wants to stand in a fireball.
Yeah,
Just
basically.
light his ass up at this point.
Well, I'm just wanting to try and do this efficiently also. Because the scorched ones were coming
Not-
back.
No,
No, they were not.
they were not coming back.
No.
I thought when we first walked them, they were.
Mm-mm.
I thought you said that too, actually.
They weren't
To be fair.
completely severed.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm severing these.
and then burning the severed.
Let's do this as close to simultaneously.
Oh, I
as
see. I see what you're
possible.
saying now. Okay, yes, I see what you're saying now. Sorry, I was misinterpreting. But
You don't happen to know. Oh, no, just found it. Never mind. I only have one fireball.
oh, you haven't gotten the 3 yet.
No, that's at level 10.
I'm sorry, I don't know your item off the top of my head.
And that's very close.
It is.
We're level 9.
One day we will hit level 10, and then they will be empowered.
I guess Scorching Riot.
No, I'll just
Fireball.
fireball it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take out my bow and I'll use my bow to cast fireball.
All right, roll the
Uh,
damage.
Okay.
I believe
Just
it's
Fireball.
5d6.
Just Fireball.
Yeah, cast your 7th.
So 7.
Seven.
So 7.
It's not that much weaker than our actual fireball.
True that.
DC 14 is all.
I do not pass that.
Or it's 13 plus your charisma mod.
I
Which-
knew you wouldn't start,
Be
baby.
higher.
Why would you try to take it? Like, I could take it, I could take it, do it.
Fermenter.
Still.
I hate this.
Okay.
So 26 damage.
Okay, Ezra, you're in the middle of this.
Yeah,
Yep.
he is.
Make a reflex.
Good God.
Oh, he-
I failed it. I take
Yeah.
12, 26.
Okay. All right, so this fireball explodes on the plant, and as you see that, you see it just burn away a whole bunch of this plant. However, when the plant burns away, you see that there is a hole leading further down. It's about 7.5 feet wide, and you can tell it continues.
Fuck. This wasn't. I knew this was too easy, but God. Alright.
Where does the river go to before we decide anything?
It's just a hole in the wall.
Oh,
it's a
I
hole
thought,
right here.
and the actual plant. For some reason, I thought there's a hole in the plant. Like once you burned it.
Yeah, there is.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the river. The river is what we're standing on right now.
She is correct. There's a hole in the plant, in the wall.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's two holes.
There is a hole that you can crawl down in the plant. There is a hole where there is water coming from that you cannot crawl down because it's like a slit is the more accurate term.
Okay. What I wanted to know.
Now you know.
I drop one of the rocks at the other end, so we can have a lighted path. Or wait, no. Since it doesn't look like it's gonna grow back,
That's for me.
I will put it like at the entrance of the hole.
Okay. Now, as you guys are dealing with that, Leovar kind of pushes one of the these bodies over. You don't know shit about healing, do you?
Regrettably, no.
Man, we need to teach you some of that stuff.
I've been trying to pick up some of it from the healer here, so we'll see.
Wonderful. He just kicks the body over.
Would handle animal
No.
checks
I
out?
can
How would
attempt to
that
do
help?
it when trained,
Yeah, go for it.
but at the very least, it's a wisdom check.
That is true.
Hey, a 16.
Okay. So you see that the body of this creature, after it's been hacked in half and exploded with fire and like all this other stuff, there's a lot of internal damage on this creature. Like, even like this is obviously like way before you guys fought it. Like,
Okay, I think it's starting to understand the undead versus dead part.
Wow. How?
Could I tell if this thing was alive before we exploderated it?
No, because your heal check is shit.
Not that good. Well, there was a lot of internal damage already there.
They bleed?
Yeah, they bleed, just not much.
Okay. Yeah, I
Huh.
guess, can I infer that from fighting them before versus fighting them now?
Wouldn't I know
'cause you
that
don't
too?
fucking pay attention to that shit.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Would knowledge dungeoneering, since I might have had to deal with these things before?
They, your knowledge dungeoneering just tells you that these creatures are, like, physically very different than the ones that you fought previously.
Yeah, these were a lot easier to take down than from ones I've had to deal with in the past.
So perhaps there is no saving it past a certain point. Does it look like there were vines growing inside of this thing?
You don't see any vines growing inside of it, inside the what you're checking. You could spend some more time if you want to dissect this creature. Then,
Well, generally speaking, mandibles from an NK are the only thing really worth it. Or would their quote-unquote scales be worth anything?
I mean, you can harvest whatever you want, but I mean, ankegs really aren't worth much in the market of harvesting harvested ankeg parts are pretty common.
Yeah, I was just wondering if maybe materials that can help patch up shit in town.
No, ankeg parts
No.
are not going to help with anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, so there's no real point in dissecting at the moment. We got shit to do. So, yeah, we'll carry on. I'll maybe check it later coming back out.
How far does this hole look like it dropped down?
You see it kind of burrows down like about maybe like 7.5 feet, and then if you look down into that tunnel, you see it kind of like snakes downward even further, but it's not like a sheer drop. But you do see vines in the tunnel.
This is where I think those fire, like how wide is the tunnel
Like 5.5 to 7.5 feet wide.
and how tall?
It's that dimension all the way across.
I don't want to touch it on my head.
Yeah, you're shorter than that, aren't you?
Yeah, but
Yeah, so you won't be touching my
Leovar and Vera,
Vera's shorter than that.
but still, shit happens.
Yeah, I guess we just gotta go in.
Pretty much.
I don't care. I lived underground I lived in things like this before. Whatever.
With vines trying to kill you?
Not with vine trying to kill me, but under trees.
I mean, I just think we should get going sooner rather than later because these things obviously grow back and it knows we're here.
Yeah,
If
I'm
it's
just.
sentient.
I'm gonna start going in. I'm looking up spells real quick though.
So, what order do you want to do this in?
I'm assuming I'm going first again.
If you wanna,
Same order as last time.
yeah, search for traps and stuff.
Can you move them off to the side? I gotta redraw.
Yeah.
And here's where we are going to end this episode. Be sure to join us next time in the land of Sonin.